What's up guys, it's Nick. Welcome to my newest series, which is Kuripot Reacts. I feel like I would have epic commentary about the lifestyle and purchases of celebrities and influencers because I'm definitely far from that. And sometimes you just need to remember that we don't need to keep up with their lifestyle. It's just good to admire and see like which ones apply to our lives. And it's okay to not afford everything that they have, but it's really about just being intentional about what we do want to get out of life, what we do want to spend our money on. And that's ultimately what this series is going to be about. And so I wanted to start off with an epic one, which is Heart Evangelista's Closet Favorites, which she just posted last March, and it already has 1.1 million views. I mean, if I start talking about my closet favorites, it's just gonna be like a 5-minute video because it's definitely not close to what she has, because I only have 2 bags that I use often and accessories that I just always wear, which is this watch and these earrings. So that's gonna be boring and not gonna get a million of views, but apparently the one with heart is a popular one. So I'm very curious to just like see what the fuzz is all about. Okay, starts off with the Hermes bags. Is that even how you pronounce it? Yeah, obviously I don't know my luxury brands.
Hey guys, it's Heart and welcome back to my
I mean,
YouTube
starting
channel.
off, like, you just know, like, her background in itself, it just screams like maybe her closet is already as big as my condo, which is a 32 square meter condo.
So okay, let's start today with my favorite bags, shall we? Like all of my bags, but I don't really have a whole lifetime to talk about all my bags. This is the Louis Vuitton Capucine or Capucine or however you want to call it. It is actually the first ever bag that I got. Just a little trivia, my dad, when we were really young, you know, my dad is also into fashion and my mom. We used to go around Beverly Hills and he got
I mean, I love it that she has really a story or like a sentimental value. And obviously, like, LV is something that, you know, most women would aspire for, especially in fashion. But like at the end of the day, like, you know that it's something that she can afford. Me personally, I'm just not into like the super luxury bags. I think my most luxury bag is just the 2 bags that I talked about, which is I have a Tumi work bag and I have a Kate Spade casual like small bag. And it actually took me a long time to swallow being able to afford those things, but it's an investment that is worth it actually. Like, it's super durable. I don't think I'm gonna replace it anytime soon. Like, even my family would keep telling me like, don't you have any other bag besides these bags that you keep using? I'm like, why change if it ain't broken?
You know, it's small, it's very modern, but there's just so much that I can put inside, so I love it.
I wonder what you can put inside. It looks really small though. Okay, I forgot. I lied. I do have another casual bag, which is a Coach bag. So I would consider that a luxury, but that was a gift to me. But I personally, I wouldn't buy a Coach bag for myself. But if it's a gift, I'm like, I'm all for it. Why not? Right? I'll accept that.
Up next, we have another favorite brand. This is from Cartier. It is inspired by the Cartier boxes. This was also given to me by Cartier with SSI. I love SSI. I do shop a lot of SSI stuff. They carry a lot of stores like Cartier, Tiffany's, name it. Everything in Greenmount mostly, that's all SSI.
Okay, speaking of Greenbelt, so you know, like that area in Greenbelt where it's all like luxury bag brands, and it's like if you just enter the hallway, everyone's just looking at you thinking like, looking at you up and down like, is this person gonna afford whatever is inside the store? So my mom can. So sometimes I go with my mom in these luxury brand stores. I'm not even gonna pretend like I can afford what's in the store. And it's like, there was a time I even asked, like, you know, out of curiosity, like, how much is this belt? And the belt cost like 30,000. I'm like, yeah, I died. For me, at the end of the day, if your income can afford it, as long as you are not baon sa utang and just dying, living paycheck to paycheck to be able to afford luxury things, then go ahead, do you.
Next up, this is very nice. This is actually my second bag because they replaced it. This is from Uliana Serginko.
Oh my god, this is so unique. I thought it was like a, what do you call that? When you go to to TWG and there's like a big teapot where you like get most of the tea. That's how it looks like.
But I love Uliana. I'll be showing you some of her clothes. And I think it's very, very unique. You could put your lipstick, a piece of tissue.
It's so funny, like, yeah, that's all you need. Lipstick and a piece of tissue and you're all set. I probably won't be able to survive in this small bag. I'm just a very functional person. Every item that I buy has a function. So like when you see my Tumi work bag, it's like humongous because I put there my laptop, I put there all my things, my work stuff, my umbrella just in case it rains or because it's super sunny outside. That's just me. I'm functional, practical, but sometimes I want it to look cute too.
And I love it because it's from their couture line. My friend said it reminds her of a teapot, but it's not.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even watch it and she said it really looks like a teapot.
I've used this for the sauna and...
Oh my gosh, when she showed that picture, fine. Like it looks so good on her. So I'm like, yeah, for me, it's just gonna look like a teapot.
It's a good conversation piece. And again, if you don't use it, it's also a good display.
That's gonna be a very expensive display.
Okay, next. So I have two identities. So I love this. This was a gift also from them. It has my signature, Love Marie. I love this because it's an ID bag. Not a lot of people know me as Love Marie. It took a while for me to establish myself with my real name.
Oh, I did not know that that's her real name. It's not Heart. I mean, it makes sense. You put it in a bag to let everyone know your name.
And so I decided that this would probably be a really, really good idea because it's like an ID tag. So whenever I travel or whenever I go to dinners, it's you don't really have to introduce yourself. And of course, I have me as an actress. This is Heart.
I love that. It's like when you go into like a meeting and you're like, this is my name. Read the bag. Got it?
It's an art piece. So I am so obsessed because my dad always told me, you know what, Heart, I'm not gonna buy you this bag. I want you to work for it. And when you're old enough, I want you to collect this bag because it's just so, it's an art piece and it's so beautiful. This is my little pill box. So it's like a lollipop. What else is it? Oh, it's vitamin C. Potency.
Oh my gosh. You know what I put my pills in? It doesn't look like a lollipop. It's this one. It's the same lalagyanan. Looks like a freaking Tupperware from Miniso. This is where I put my pills in. Literally, see? I have here my vitamin C, my Biogesic, Alaxan. This is mine.
And I also have this Dachshund, and I love it because it's just so pretty and it's just so lovely. It is my favorite, actually. It is a hot dog bag, yeah. I have to work more so I can collect more.
I mean, what you said there, I need to work more so I can collect more. I actually thought of the same way. Like, I used to have a huge makeup collection. I used to have a lot of bags, and I always thought before, like, I just need to work hard so I can buy more things that I want and I love. I eventually got there to the point that I'm like, I can actually afford what I want. Probably not to the extent that Heart can afford. That's a whole different level. But in terms of what I really want to get, buying things, the happiness that you get from it, you reach a ceiling at some point. When I stopped just collecting things and eventually using that money for investments, for working on my passion project, using that to invest on experiences, and just seeing my savings grow and my investments grow rather than accumulating things. And again, that's just me, to each his own.
If you're just starting to collect bags, it's nice to take your time when you collect bags because you don't want to be like somebody that just buys everything all at the same time. You want each one to have a story, like I worked hard for this, I got this, when I turned this age, I got this, or something like that.
Oh my god, I super agree with that. Every item you have, not just have an intention, but to also have a story. You know, it's not just something that you just accumulate and it just piles up a dust. And I think with Heart, like, she does have that intention. I remember, like, one of my first milestones ever is that when I excelled at my first job, I think my first 6 months, I got like a Stance gift certificate and I ended up buying a Michael Kors wallet. Sometimes being able to afford certain things is a milestone and there's no shame in that.
You know, anything is possible. Stop settling for a bag that I want this beautiful black bag but it's too expensive. I'll just get this bag. No, you can achieve it. You just have to wait even if you give yourself 5 years, if you just stop buying so many other black bags, you will eventually get your dream bag. So that's my advice. Stop buying dupes, you know, just save for the real one.
Yeah, I mean, her advice is spot on, honestly, because I mean, I remember when I bought my Tumi work bag, it was really expensive for me, but what I did was just I stopped buying those temporary bags that would just get broken easily. Those backpacks here and there that are way cheaper, are way more affordable than Tumi, but then they would break apart and I would just end up wasting my money on them. So I delayed instant gratification and just decided to invest my money on a worthwhile investment.
And I mean, we all want the bag right now, but it's just really you're settling and you don't want to settle. When it comes to love life, you also don't want to settle. So you just have to wait for the right one and you save up for it. Anything is attainable, believe me. I mean, yeah, you see me with all of these things, but I went through so much in life. I've been working for the longest time and I was doing so many other things on the side so I can get my dream bag. So you know what? Stop settling and wait for the right one. And you don't want to just have all these black bags for nothing. Just get one bag and it's the only bag that matters and it'll last you a lifetime.
That's everything what you just said. I super agree, and means a lot for someone who already has so much, who already has that big of a collection. And she just told you, like, just focus on one bag that is going to be your dream bag that you've always wanted, and it's gonna be worth it if you work hard for it. I felt the same way in terms of buying my dream purchases. That's why right now I'm just like, I'm done. I don't really want another bag. It's gonna last me a lifetime, just like what she said. That's what it's all about. Investing in quality rather than quantity. Agree. Just like with your love life, you don't want to settle just, pwede na yan, medyo cute siya, medyo may kotse siya, pwede na. No, like we want to make sure that this right person checks off our non-negotiable traits. It applies with your love life. It also applies with the things that you buy. And it's all about intention.
The bag that started it all for me. So I always wanted an Hermes Birkin and an Hermes Kelly ever since I was young because I saw my mom wearing one. So the bag that started it all for me is this Birkin right here.
That's super expensive, and again, that's something that I think a lot of like bag lovers really aspire for. So okay, I've done my research, and Hermes Birkin, that's a kind of bag that appreciates. Let's say you bought it at 500k. According to my research, that's how much it would cost in pesos. Let's say you bought it 500k. When you sell it, you could actually sell it for a higher price. I mean, if we're gonna talk about something that is worth the investment, it's this one, because years from now, you could resell it and it's gonna be freaking epic because the value appreciates.
This was actually a gift from my dad. I was 22, 23. The reason why I remember this bag, first, it was my very first one. Second was my dad and I had a really bad fight and we haven't spoken for a really long time. And when I finally made peace with my family, this was the bag that he gave me.
Well, talk about like if you had a fight and then giving you a Birkin after that. I mean, hi dad, I think we need to get into a fight so that you can give me like a Birkin bag, and then like eventually I could resell it and then it's gonna be a huge investment.
So we will save the best for last. This is the Himalayan Birkin 25. I chose a 25, not a 30, because a 30 is a little bit more for everyday. I wanted to wear this only for special occasions. I'm not gonna lie, it took me an arm and a leg and a whole lifetime of working. Just kidding. Half a lifetime of working for this bag. But I definitely considered getting this bag because it is an investment piece. If it was this expensive, it is the only bag that I could probably, no. I would probably, hopefully I could save everything, but in Jesus' name, my house is not gonna burn down. But it's definitely an investment piece.
This is what I'm talking about, is that this bag is an investment. This is not something that's just cute, but this is something that people put in vaults. Yeah, hopefully her house is not gonna burn down because that is gonna be a lot of investment wasted. But at the end of the day, she is gonna get her money's worth if she's gonna resell that. But the point is that I wanted to have this reaction video for those people that you know, maybe they compare themselves and like, oh, I wish I could also afford, I wish I could do that. Of course, you want to have like a really nice collection. Of course, you want to have nice things, but sometimes you also want to evaluate yourself. Like sometimes you fill that void with trying to accumulate so many things, and then once you have it, you're like, how come I still feel empty? How come I still don't feel as fulfilled as I wanted to be? And then there's the other side where if you look at how Heart tells a story, and you also see that there's a lesson here that, you know, if you really focus on your goals, if you really work hard, and if you have a clear intention, and at the end of the day, it's an investment for you. It's not something that you are going to live paycheck to paycheck for, then that's totally fine. I mean, you also need to enjoy life, right? And if you have the money, go spend it. Probably not gonna end this video because it's 21 more minutes long, but I hope you enjoyed this new series. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other celebrity or influencer that you want me to react to, because I feel like this is kind of fun. Also, if you want to know my biggest money regrets, you can check out this video where I break down all those money regrets so you won't have to go through it yourself. So I will see you over there.